everyone, this is Chinmay back again, and in this video I decided to speak and to talk to you as much as I can while explaining, because after the last video, like, somebody commented that you should speak so we can also align with the thought process and we can know like what you're thinking. So I thought, yeah, that makes sense for me. Because like I'm a little bit shy in front of camera, so I always somehow I found a way to not to speak much, and I found a way to communicate my thoughts with you like without speaking while making the videos the way I make, and I will keep making like such like premium cinematic coding videos, but from this video I will try to speak wherever I can. So in this video, I'm going to explain the front end I have built for the complete GOLANG authentication application. Up until now we were building backend using GOLANG and the pusher, the WebSocket. So in the last video, I told you like how you can add pusher to your application and how you can use it to give real-time updates to the client, like whenever the user logs in or log out. So in this video I just want to explain the front end, and I think front end is quite easy, so I don't want to make a video for that. So I just took the screenshot of the code, and now I'm going to explain it to you so you can like easily understand it, and it's very easy, by the way. So there is a page. I built a component called dashboard, and dashboard is a very simple component where I'm just rendering currently logged in user and the new user like logging in from anywhere to the like WebSockets. So as soon as you log in to the application, you will be able to see your card here, and then whenever anybody will be logging in from some other browser, maybe here, so you will be able to see that in real time. As I said in my previous video, that this I just wanted to add a new exciting feature to my complete GOLANG authentication series. After completing the authentication, that I want to add a functionality where whenever a user logs in or log out, we should be able to see the information about logging in and the logging out in real time using pusher. So with this application, with this kind of feature, we can learn how to use GOLANG plus pusher, because sometimes it's difficult to add GOLANG plus WebSockets, or like to set up WebSockets manually, because setting up WebSockets are easy, but like managing them or like handling them is not are not very easy, beginner friendly. So I thought the using pusher will give us a kind of advantage that we don't have to manage WebSocket connection clients like manually, and pusher will do it for us. So all we need to do just to like trigger some events on some channel, and the client will be listening for it. So that's how like pusher works. So in this component we have a use effect where we are just fetching online user. On the backend side, I am using Redis to store the currently logged in user. So whenever a user sign in, I add that to the Redis database with some key, and like whenever a user logs in for the very first time to the application, and so like on component date mount, so this use effect will run this function which is like fetch user online. So if you are logging in, like after logging out, if you are logging in, so first of all you will be fetching all the online users while hitting this particular URL. And this URL will give you data. That data is containing like the currently online user list. So that list you are setting here in the local state, and this is the state here. The dashboard component, I'm using two use effects. First for the like fetching online users on component date mount, and the second use effect, I'm just initializing pusher like this, and then I'm subscribing to a channel which is my user login channel. If you watched the last video on like setting up a pusher for adding this online like logging in user feature, then you know this is the channel we have created. This is like something special where we are whenever basically like when you are successfully subscribed to a channel pusher trigger an event which is like pusher subscription succeeded. So because sometimes what happens, like if this is your backend and this is your client, if sometimes you trigger an event from backend before client subscribe to a channel successfully, you won't be able to listen updates in real time and you will miss it. So to solve that particular problem, first of all, I am logging like this. With this channel, I am binding to a native pusher event, which is pusher subscription succeeded. And then as soon as we receive this particular event, we hit another URL, which is localhost notify subscribe. This URL will notify to the server that we have successfully subscribed to this particular channel. Now give me event for this particular channel. So as soon as you subscribe to the channel, you will hit this URL. Backend will trigger an event which is like this new login. So backend will trigger a new login event, and you will be able to get the data for a newly signed in user in real time on your client. This is the logic. This is like very simple. Here you are binding event, here you are subscribing to a channel, here you are making some network calls, and this you are setting your React state. And logic to set up the state is just to like avoid the duplicacy, because if we look at here, like the current user, like there is a possibility that current user will be added like twice in the list. So to avoid that, we set up some logic, and same here. And here, as like we leave the component, we are just unbinding the subscription and the events. Yeah, so this was the explanation for this basically, and description of this video. I will be putting the link for the pusher React client, in which repository I will be having, like you can have, or you can look at this code, like exactly same code what you are looking here. So yeah, that was the explanation. If is there anything which you didn't understand or you are having doubt with, just feel free to comment and I will try to explain it. And I don't know, like I won't be making like much front-end videos because I just like to work on backend. So I just want to give you the premium GoCast or the like Go lectures or the Go tutorials for free as of now, completely based on the backend. Okay, you can get this boilerplate code directly from my repository, and I will add the link there. So yeah, that was explanation. Again, if I recap, so I am using Redis. So whenever there is a new sign in, I add that to Redis, and whenever there is a logout, I remove it from Redis. And whenever a new user sign in on the first component inbound, I just get data from Redis. And after that, whenever a new user is logging in, I am generating pusher events and listening for them at the client side and getting data in real time. That's all I am doing it, and this is a code for that.